Tonight, it's International Dance Day, and we had heard all about Barre Fitness, so we had to bring Megan Clark in to tell us what this is all about. Welcome to BT.
Thank you.
Megan, okay, so the first time I saw this bar, I thought of immediately the wall along a ballet studio. Is that, I know that a lot of people are talking about this new craze. Is that where the roots are?
Yeah, it was started by a ballet dancer who wanted to rehab some injuries and found working at the bar was a great way to do that. And it takes some of the balance out of the equation. Usually when you're in the middle of the floor, even in yoga classes, sometimes you're so busy balancing, you can't get as deep into the muscle. So by blending sort of that dance, yoga, and now even bringing in Pilates, you can get really deep into those accessory muscles, especially those muscles that women have trouble toning, the ones around the hips, the inner thighs, the glutes. We work the glutes, all the glute muscles from every different direction, and really see a difference in the body to create those long, lean dancers' bodies without having to have any dance experience.
I love it. Isn't it interesting how people are focusing more and more in on the specifics that work for them? You referenced yogas, you referenced Pilates. What do you think appeals most to somebody that's trying this out for the first time? We're going to talk to a friend of BT who went for her very first session the other day. She said it blew her mind. What's the biggest difference with Barre?
The biggest difference with bars is low impact to no impact, and you don't need to have a huge fitness background to do it. You can come in at any level and it's all modifiable. The more fit you get, the better you get at. You can get deeper into those muscles, work the contractions deeper, but when you're just getting started, because they're small controlled movements, there's no risk of injury and no risk of putting more stress on the body if you're already coming in with running injuries or back injuries or...
Absolutely. Now, are you using extra weight at any time, or is it all just using your own body weight?
No, actually, we start the class with a warm-up and then a arm section where we do small weights, and it's the same sort of theory as the bar where we do small weights, high repetition, and really burn those muscles out so you get that burning feeling, that buildup of lactic acid that'll help create those long, lean muscles rather than breaking the muscle down and rebuilding it when you lift heavier weights.
Okay, now we're seeing a routine underway here at the bar. Can you tell us what they're working right now?
Right now they're doing a flexibility section. So unlike dance where you would do this where a lot of dancers would lift with their quad muscle or their back to get the height and it looks beautiful, it's not really great for longevity or functionality. So we'll do a lot of work with our hamstrings and isolate the back, so we're not lifting ever with the back. We'll keep it low, keep it long. So right now they're doing a modified version of an arabesque. So the dancers watching are probably like, that's not how you do it. But we modify that in order to make it easier and to get into the muscles and isolate them rather than using the whole body and the wrong muscle groups.
Okay, now could this still appeal or be beneficial for dancers?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Amanda's actually an ex-dancer leading it here, and that's why she really liked it, because it's reminiscent of dance, but without some of that injury that it can cause. And it makes those, like I said, supporting muscles stronger, so you can even become a better, stronger dancer because you have those other muscles to draw on.
Let me
so
ask,
now they're doing glutes.
I got to, let's go check in with our friend Katie Plessick. Everybody will recognize Katie from our BT Bachelor panels.
Right during the hardest part.
Well, I was just waiting until it looked like you were barely able to hold it together. You went for your first Barre Fitness session just last week.
Just last week, yeah.
And what do you normally do fitness-wise? What's your normal discipline?
Not a whole lot. I do quite a bit of yoga, but that's about the extent of it. So. And
how did this treat you?
Well, to be completely honest, it was extremely difficult, my first class. I loved it though, you know, the plies, the curtsies, any little girl's dream to be a ballerina, and I'm already out of
No, that's good. What made it the hardest? Was it working muscle groups that you kind of forgot you had type thing?
Pretty much, absolutely. Yeah. Like it's a good, you know, there's not a lot of stop. Like it's a fluid class for an hour.
Okay, let me let you get back into it. But you must hear this all the time. Katie saying that, I mean, she was kind of working muscle groups that she wouldn't typically get worked out.
Yeah, because it's those small supporting muscles, usually your body goes first to its largest, strongest muscle group, but because we're isolating the smaller ones, it can't go there. So if you stay in that correct form, you're getting those muscles, the accessory muscles, and that creates the long body as well, because we're not working the big muscles, we're working the small muscles. And then also because, as she said, there's that flow for 60 minutes, your heart rate, even doing what they're doing right now, your heart rate is getting up and up and up, and then we'll intersperse 1 or 2 small 30-second cardio blasts.
Yeah.
And you're actually coming out of this class doing what they're doing, which most people are like, really? That's not anything. Dripping.
Yeah, I would imagine, and working the core and keeping the heart rate where it should be. Megan, thanks for joining us and kind of spelling this out for us. I've heard about it, but I didn't know anything about it. You can find more about the Barre Fitness Studio by checking out the link on our website. It's under Inside BT at breakfasttelevision.ca. Ladies, very nicely done. Go ahead and take us to break. Thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you so much.